Yo, what's going on, family friendly viewers for this channel? I'm here to give you another daily video. Now, if you guys watched my previous video before, which I don't think anybody has except me to review it, but if you haven't watched that video already, go check it out. But if you don't want to, you can just hear this recap. Last video I said that I would be starting school today, and I went to school. It was very nice. I love the school. Now, for viewers who watch this video, for whoever was there, if this was your first day of school, I hope you had a good time. But let's get to the video. I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks when it comes to build mode. Let me see, get on my... Okay, now I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks. Number one, do's and do nots. If you're in Battle Royale and let's say someone's shooting you, this is just an example. Okay, so if someone's, what the heck? Okay, never mind. Okay, if someone's shooting you, your first instinct is to immediately build a ramp, platform, build up. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay, so I'll be the person that was shooting, like let's say at my character. My character's up there, and I can easily just do that. And you see, my character would have broken ankles. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Instead of just building a ramp, here's what you gotta do. Okay, break that. What you have to do is gotta build a wall and then a ramp, so that way there's more of a sturdy structure. So that was just an example. Let me go ahead and try the strat. Crap, I messed up. Crap, hold on. Now, if this happens to you, like, don't stress it. It literally happens to me a lot. And this is what you're going to want to do if you want to get into a build fight. You're literally just going to want to build up. Okay, I'm just gonna break that. It's getting really frustrating. Some of you guys are probably wondering, like, why in the world am I not talking? It's because I'm like trying to, like, honestly, I'm like trying to practice for myself. God dang it. Chad, what's going on? This is really starting to really make me mad. Okay, I figured it out. To be honest, I'm gonna give you like one chip. You can actually just, you know, jump through a window and then reset your builds, and then it'll seem like nothing happened, and then you can like shoot the guy out. In case you don't want to do that. God dang it. There's times where I really do hate building. And then there's times where it's great, and then there's times where I'm just not great at all. Like, this is honestly like just warming me up. Okay, now, here's where I'll like give you some tips and tricks. Number one, when you're like in a build fight, here's what you do. Number one, you gotta crank 90s. So what I mean by cranking 90s, it means you gotta do this. Gotta build a wall, jump, ramp, jump, platform, wall, jump, platform, jump, floor, and then repeat the process. This is like infinite 90 cranking. Sometimes you may hear me say this at times. I will admit one thing, I'm not the best at building, but these are honestly tips I wish I had known. But this, hold on, you don't honestly have to do this. This is what you do. Crap, hold on. Okay, so you see like what I did there? Can I go down here? Crap. Okay, now do you see what I did there? Like, this is a build fight. Now, what I did here was, instead of building a single ram where like a single guy, like, okay, now let's say I'm like the guy that's like trying to, shoot down. Like, let's say now if I only had like one ramp there, this whole build would probably be gone in 2 seconds. But because, and look, there's a floor there. And because that ramp is there, that floor is there. Now you see that? There's like there's 4 things holding this entire thing together. Now the title of this video is tips and tips and tricks of editing. Now, tips and tricks is my number one tip. Don't just build a ramp. If you're getting a build fight, they can easily just take like one ramp out and you like die of fall damage. Don't die like that, guys. Do what I did. Build a ramp with a wall, the floorboard, and just build up and then crank and then just try and crank 90s. That's a build fight. That's a build fight. Now, just an example, when it comes to editing a wall, you can do it in a couple ways. You can do it like from the side. You can do boom, boom, boom. It kind of does it from the side. Reset real quick. Okay, I'm going to do it like one in slow motion. This square and this square equals this square. So kind of like an L. It creates that. Where you can just, easily, go under it. And then I'm going to do it like fast. Now I can do it like way faster. See? It's easy. Once you practice that a few times, you'll probably be really good. You can also do that on this side. So you can do the same thing on the other side, the right and the left side. Let's get to something else here, chat. So this one's kind of, I mean, it can be difficult if you don't know your mechanics, but it goes this block plus this block equals this block. So these 4 blocks right here gives you like an arch. See that? See that up there? It's like an arch. So we're going to try and get that in fast motion. If I can also do it. Crap, I keep going for like the top one. See? Crap. See, I don't even use this technique because of that. But I mean I use it just, I occasionally use it. I don't even know if there's a clip of me doing that method, but I mean there might be. Like I said, there's like different patterns you can build with. Obviously you can do like the half wall, do like literally like half wall, do the same thing for the other side. It's easy. I guess it kind of saves up on building time. And then another thing I wanted to discuss was windows. Number one, do not ever I'm talking to everybody that plays Fortnite that watches this video. Don't build a window right here, because even if you think you got a clear shot, as soon as you stand up, they're gonna snipe you. So don't do that. Build it to the side, spray them, reset builds, build another window, and if you want to really be unpredictable, make it look like you're going to that side, but really put it on the other same side and then spray them again. So that's my suggestion for that. Now going on to ramps. Ramps can sometimes be tricky for some players. I know ramps was me because I was like when I first started building, I rarely build. But when it comes to building, I mean, I think I can help you guys out. Now, see these arrows, how they're pointing that way? And you can see how like the ramp is going that way. Which way the arrows are facing is where the ramp is going to go. So if they're facing, that way, it's going to go that way. If it's facing, frontwards, again, it's going to go front. If they're facing the left, they're going to face the left. Face this way. And of course you can get to, like turn around. So for it to if you want it to turn around kind of like a staircase, you want to start at this square, hit it, go around to that, Now if you leave it at that, you'll get like one stair. But if you want to like wrap it around, you go like front like that, like I showed you, and then go to the right, and then you'll create like that staircase. Now if you want to wrap it all the way around, you can go front to the right, and then back down again, kind of like an N, and it'll wrap around. And of course, if you want, you can also do it like in that direction. And then of course you got like, you know, over there. Now my next tip, it deals with, I believe, the pyramid. Now when it comes to the pyramid, let me go ahead and just create like a nice little box here. Okay. Now typically if you want to like box up, you know, you put a pyramid here and you like put a pyramid here. And you know, you would, you know, edit that, and then you would try and, you know, spray your player. What the heck? Okay, chat, why does it do that? Does it like automatically reset builds? Let me go ahead, box up one more time. Nice little pyramid. Let's see, if you really want to throw them off, you go in the typically, like right here, you would try and spray out like whatever opponent is like trying to fight you at that move, and then if they're like coming towards you, you know, you can reset your builds, and then you know you would change, edit out all that. You know, you can edit back in your box. You do all the edits. You know, spray your opponent with literally whatever you got. Now a tip for the cone. Oh crap, chat. Go ahead and break that. Honestly, I'm just gonna break this whole thing. I'm gonna create a new box. Okay, I'm gonna create. Okay. Okay. And the funny thing about this, if you're like trying to wait for a player, if you like look, you can see like right through the cone. A lot of professionals do this. So if like somebody's like fixing to go through your build, you know, you can edit real quick and then use your shotgun or what the heck? Chat, what just happened?
Remember to hit that recommend button if you love this map.
Okay, let me try that again if this game will let me. Okay, what the heck? I did not. Okay, here's what you do. You edit the first cone. Okay, you're on top of the first cone, and what you do, you hit the edit button. You don't edit anything yet, and you wait for the player that, oh crap, my mic. You try and look for the player that might be coming into your build, and as soon as if he's at like where you want to spray him, you edit real quick. You jump him with your shotgun. Chat, come on, Let me try this one more dang time, and I swear to God, if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna give up. Okay, you edit that. You hit the edit button. You don't do anything yet. You know what you do? You wait for the player that you're trying to eliminate. You wait for the right moment. You edit real quick. Take your shotgun and then spray them. See, that's the secret with the cone. A lot of pros use that technique. So I went over the cones. Let's see, I went over the walls, the cones, the floor, and the floor, like the baseboard. Hold on. Let me go ahead and build like a very simple, little. Okay, now this is where you might, wanna, maybe like wanna edit that. I mean, with the floor, I mean, if you're up top, you can edit like one square, and it'll give you that, where you can, jump and then pump them, and then reset your build. Hit the edit button. You can, do 2, and you can jump. I personally don't recommend that though. It's so easy, for they to hit, for whoever you're trying to go up against, for them to hit you. Now, bases are typically used for like floors, so I wouldn't worry about floors too much, unless you want to like jump a guy. You would go through like that hole, and then you would spray him, and then pump him, and then boom. Gotta clean up your mess, kids. Oh my goodness. Well, I went over the walls, the floors, the cones, and the ramps. Now, some of y'all, whenever you watch my videos, you may have noticed, like, as soon as I start in the game, I will always start off with wood, because wood, if you see here, it starts off with 90. It's the quickest, and it's very fast to build. It also absorbs a lot of shots, much more than people seem to think. So I only switch my build material in like difficult situations. Like if I'm like top 20, I'll switch my building material to hold on. If I'm like top 20, I'll switch it to brick, because it's harder to hit, break through. But it starts off at like 100 and it goes all the way up to 280. And that's actually very slow. People can easily, honestly, just chop down your builds and then just replace it with theirs. So I don't personally recommend that for like the whole game. Now, if you're like in a very tough situation, and like you're in a 1v1, maybe top 5 situation, I actually do switch my material to metal. Infinite 90 cranking right here, see? Yeah, like I say, like right there, you could jump on them and spray them. Or, I mean, you can always go from like crap. Chat, I really can't do it. Or I mean, you can honestly jump them. Or if they're like far off, you can honestly duck. And like I said, like right here, you can honestly like hit the edit button. You could wait for your opponent to like be at the right moment. Edit real quick. Snipe them. Okay, hold on. Let me re-demonstrate, because apparently I can't do this. Okay, you would want to wait for your opponent to be there at the right moment. Edit real quick, and then snipe them, spray them, and if they're close, and well, at that range, you would honestly just shoot them from like a far-range automatic weapon. But that's that. I went over everything I know about editing. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments. Now, when I log into YouTube Studios is like legit telling me that a lot of my viewers are not subscribers. So, guys, if you support this family-friendly channel, I would greatly appreciate it. So, as always, never back down, never give up. I hope you guys enjoyed this tips and tricks on building and editing. I'll see you guys in the next daily video, and like always, stay family-friendly, guys. See you guys in the next video.